So, weekly green dildo incoming for Kaspa. Guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, consider subscribing, and of course a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. Now guys, before we are going to get into technicals for Kaspa, let's have a look at overall market because Kaspa looks hell of a juicy in the bubbles. Let me actually refresh it, okay, so we can see it in a full screen. Guys, we can clearly see everything is pumping, even ADA up 45%. Basically, Kaspa looks very juicy, guys. You know, this is basically the beginning of this cycle, all right? So for the bears, well, I'm so sorry, guys. Now, looking at Kaspa's dashboard, we've got huge volume, $368 million in the last 24 hours. And market cap is sitting at 3.5 billion USD. Kaspa reclaims number 28 in terms of ranking for crypto market cap. Mr. Hunter is basically saying that we can see 50 cents Kaspa in November, and if not, max December. Well, let's see if that is going to play out, guys. Obviously, I'm going to cover short-term and of course long-term price prediction. And it's actually speaking about long-term price prediction. This is something that Mr. Alex on X pointed out, all right? This is the most important thing he will say to you, and I completely agree with him. Get a piece of paper and write or type this on your phone. Sell Kaspa at 150, sell Kaspa at $2, sell Kaspa at 250. If you've been thinking about selling 100x, right, don't be greedy at the top. Humans are not built to hold lots of money, and controlling your mind isn't easy. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Guys, don't have this up, all right? I know that everybody is so bullish on Kaspa. I'm obviously long-term bullish on Kaspa, right? However, especially for those that are watching for a long time and you guys have entered Kaspa a long time ago, I do believe that probably you have achieved 100x anyways, right? So guys, 250, let's actually see how many x's, speaking about long-term, we can potentially expect from our beloved Kaspa, all right? So let me just zoom this thing a little bit out. So obviously that's maximum, but you just heard about the levels, right? So 250 is going to be in here, right? This is where we are trading. This is where Kaspa actually is trading at the moment, and 250 is going to be around 16x, which obviously if you are not putting $100 is going to be a significant amount of money. But I couldn't stress enough, guys. I do well recommend, obviously I cannot tell you what to do with your money, diversify your portfolio, because you can roll out gains from Kaspa and vice versa to different altcoins, so you can maximize your gains during this cycle. Now guys, let's have a look at TAs for Kaspa short term first of all. So Kaspa basically is heading towards what, 14 cents too. Okay, so guys, I'm going to openly admit it. Yesterday I was definitely wrong, because I was saying that Kaspa will probably gonna, you know, search for liquidity and all of this, but of course in a scenario where BTC reached 80,000 US dollars, Kaspa responded positively towards such a move, and of course the whole market did as well. So guys, 4 hourly is showing us that stochastic RSI is basically in that red zone, 98.3, okay, overheated zone. MACD basically flipped bullish, as we can see in here. That's obviously a great thing to see. And now guys, let's have a look at the daily, all right? So daily is basically going towards the upside if it comes to stochastic RSI as well. Of course, that thing can create a couple of waves if the momentum is there, right? It's pretty much confirmed that Maxi was manipulating the price of Kaspa, and most likely other centralized exchanges, because they know what Kaspa actually is. So guys, we can basically consider this as a deviation towards the upside, just like it was happening with BTC during, you know, first, second and third leg, whatever, basically trading below the zone, right? Just like in here. So Kaspa has re-entered this upward channel, which obviously is great. So can we expect short-term turbulence? Well, let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look where we can technically find a support for Kaspa. So we've got plenty of confirmations in here, obviously, right? We've got confirmations in here, this whole zone in here, well, just slightly in here. There you go, boom, and here. So given the fact that stochastic RSI is on overheated level, we could potentially experience some short-term pullback. Of course, I'm not saying that this is going to be downward for Kaspa. Don't get me wrong. This is just a short-term, right? Nothing is going vertical in this market. Of course, we are in a bull cycle, and for bears that are believing otherwise, well, I don't know what else is going to convince you. Anyways, guys, let's have a look at the weekly. So from the standpoint of the weekly, things are looking very juicy for Kaspa, all right? So finally, stochastic RSI is going towards the upside for Kaspa, and Kaspa basically saw this, well, pump if it comes to the volume. So volume is huge, but this is something that we saw in here, guys. Now, let's have a look at liquidity, because that's very important. Let's check Bitcoin's liquidity. Let's check where we can potentially expect Bitcoin going in a short-term future, and of course long-term future, well, slightly long-term. Okay, anyways, this is one daily. Everybody is longing BTC, everybody degent into longs. Let's actually have a look how many longs do we have. We've got lots of 50x's, we've got lots of 25x's, which I believe you guys don't need, but whatever. And on a 7 daily, we can see this is all exchange, these are all exchanges for BTC. We've got 11, well, a little bit above 11 billion USD versus how much? 1.34 in terms of shorts. So guys, be careful, because we can see a pullback. All right, we still have plenty of time to pump into huge levels for Bitcoin, and obviously, you know, Kaspa and all of that, right? These leverages from the standpoint of market makers have to be flashed, okay, because they don't want you to make money. All right, I believe they do manipulate these markets so you make as less as possible, but obviously we are trying to track all of the data in here so we can make informed decisions on the channel. Well, obviously you make it on your own and I make it on your own, but you get the point, guys. Now 12 hourly, we can see that we've got liquidity in area of 78,600 for BTC which definitely could happen. And now guys, looking at 3 daily for BTC, we've got huge level of liquidity of 91.4 million, and this is only on Binance. Okay, I don't think I have to, you know, show every single exchange in here. We've got plenty of them, but you get the point, guys. All right, now let's have a look at the liquidity for our beloved Kaspa. So let's pick Binance Perpetual on a daily. All right, everybody's longing Kaspa. Okay, so good, so cute. We've got 50x longs. Wow, okay, cool. Now guys, let's have a look in all of exchanges for our beloved Kaspa on 7 daily. So similar scenario like with BTC, we've got 7.14 million versus 1.15 million worth of shorts. So from the standpoint of market maker perspective, obviously guys, this is free money for these people, because it's much easier for them to, well, let's say, manipulate the price of Kaspa. But of course we have to be aware of this short-term turbulence if that is going to happen, so be careful with your 100x leverages. Okay, let me actually go back to 12 hourly, guys, and we've got a little bit of liquidity in here at this level. Obviously Kaspa could potentially go into this level of 14 cents for, and then potentially grab liquidity at 14 cents, which would be just, you know, a little bit of a dip. However, let's have a look at 3 daily now. If it comes to liquidity on Binance for Kaspa, we've got lots of liquidity in the area of 12 cents 9. And now if I'm going to zoom it out to the weekly chart, guys, this is what's going on. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we would just see a quick dip towards the downside to flash this liquidity and then probably build up momentum towards the upside. On the top of that, for crypto bulls, Ethereum now has a larger market cap than Bank of America. This is beautiful, guys. This is a huge milestone for crypto and crypto holders from the standpoint of a revolution, guys. F these banks, F these institutions. All right, now no one is bullish enough on Bitcoin. This is what happened with BTC when Trump won in 2016, and this is 2024, guys. We are still in this area, all right, of previous all-time highs. Okay, 80k obviously is just a beginning, I believe, for BTC, and obviously we've got crazy predictions for BTC. However, again, BTC is definitely great thing for the future. Okay, now guys, altcoin season. Let's have a look at the index, right? Because we've got lots of well, possibilities in terms of altcoins. Okay, this is just a beginning. If I'm going to zoom this out, this was this first altcoin season that we have experienced at the beginning of this year. However, guys, we have huge upside. Okay, we are still at level 41, so slowly we are going towards the right side from Bitcoin season towards altcoin season. Guys, this is beautiful. All right, let's have a look at a little bit of more technicals. I know that this is a little bit of a boring thing, but this is very, very important. So guys, another confirmation, another day, another confirmation of Bitcoin's dominance going towards the downside. And now let's see if Bitcoin's dominance is going to find support at this upward level. And now guys, what else? Let's actually have a look at some macro charts finally. So total crypto market cap excluding top 10 on a weekly time frame. Guys, we have exited outside of this formation. Guys, I couldn't feel more bullish, to being honest with you. Okay, but be careful, because this big hell of a dildo can pull back in here to retest this zone as a support, and of course that's going to flush a lot of liquidity, and then probably expansion. All right, so be careful again. And now let's actually have a look at the dominance. So basically this is dominance of all altcoins outside of top 10, which obviously in which Kaspa is included, guys. So dominance is reclaiming this zone and is re-entering this channel, which is beautiful. But let's have a look of how much potential we have in terms of dominance. This is very visible on the chart. I hope that this kind of makes sense. So again, guys, we are still in this formation, right? And we have a lot of way to go to all-time highs. From here, basically that's going to be what, 89%, and altcoins will go from 254 billion upwards of 483 roughly. And then of course new price discovery for altcoins, guys. So prepare for that volatility short term, and I hope that you have packed your bags, all right? Because this is definitely not the time to be bearish, I believe, especially in January. All right, so let's have a look at the USDT dominance, guys. USDT dominance is going towards the downside just as planned. All right, this is something great to see, guys. Again, please remember about not being greedy. All right, that's what I've got for you today. And as always, peace and love, crypto.